It's been a while, Jacques, since we've been here. The vibe is correct.
It is correct.
End of January.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of what we're about to do today in the backyard. So we're gonna go to the nursery, Off The Stead, and get some trees. All right, Jacques, we're here at the local spot.
My favorite.
Walter Anderson Nursery in Point Loma, California, a proud carrier of botanical interest seeds, but that's not what we're here for today. Let's peek over the fence.
I see a little something over the fence here.
I see something a little dirty, a little flirty right there. Ooh, those bare roots. There's something about the way these are displayed that's just so satisfying.
It doesn't look right, but it feels right.
It feels so right, but you're right. It looks sort of like a Dr. Seuss situation.
It smells good.
It smells really nice. So they're basically in sawdust and wood chips, and there's just a bunch of sticks, and so you got to kind of go through, and the tags are really important here. These are all from Dave Wilson Nursery.
A classic.
Huge provider. Beauty plum. So I don't have a plum, Jacques?
So I actually just got a 4-in-1 bare root plum tree, all low chill varieties.
Wait.
So
Do you think they have more 4-in-1s?
let's see. Last time I got them here. Oh, yeah, they do.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Peach, 4-in-1 low chill.
Oh, well, I have a
I already
peach
got
already.
that, so you can't get that one.
I can't get that one, yeah. That's
peach.
another peach.
Are these multis?
These are baby boys.
No, these are
Nectarines.
little guys. Sorry, I got the last one.
Damn. Okay, so you guys remember what I have at the homestead? And yes, I am on the GoPro right now. We're gonna fix the video. I know you guys said that when this moves around, it's really distracting. I'll fix that for you in a future video. But Jacques, look at this little filthy nugget I just found.
Dude, look at the
Bonanza
roots on
miniature
this.
peach. Like, what is going on with that?
Let me see.
Those roots are bare, if you know what I'm saying. Those are bare.
So I was recently reading a book on fruit trees, and he's like, look, if you think you like pears, you don't even know, because you've only had them at the store, and when it comes off that tree, it is another level. And ever since I read that, I really want to grow a pear. Here's
my take, and I actually don't know if you agree. You might.
Okay.
Apples are legitimately trash compared to pears. Apples are one of the most trash things compared to a pear.
A standard pear, but if you get a good pear, like at a farmer's market,
maybe one of these
guys,
Florida home. Well, what I'll say is apples, a post-processed apple, like a jam, a bake, this,
yeah,
I'm all for it. A normal apple as is, that texture is.
Oh, really?
Something's off about that texture.
If it's like an Envy or Pink Lady, I'm in, but that's it.
I'm out. So let's figure out which pear to get.
Doesn't look like a pear. Or sorry, I said peach, but.
Yeah, no, let's take a look. So this is a low chill pear from Florida. If this can get pulled off in Florida, I think we can pull it off.
Southern California.
Dude, harvest August 1st in SoCal, early bloom.
300 chill is on our verge.
Like, that's on our verge. Dude.
I might get one too.
Really?
Yeah, I really want a pear.
So do we just tell them what we want and they'll come out and bag it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once we select, we could grab we could go over how to choose a good one.
Let's do it.
So
the only question though is I need to figure out, this has 100 to 200 hours hood European pear. Enter fruitful with Florida home. Oh Lord.
2 pears.
You know we about to graft.
2 pears? I mean, you got the space.
I got the space.
I think we have to do it.
But the question is, do I then get into...
Is there a 3rd pear?
Chojuros.
Oh, Asian pears.
These are Asian pears, dude.
Dude, I love me a crisp Asian pear.
Look, as the resident Asian, I will be the one that's allowed to grow this. Jacques can't grow it.
I can't.
Because he's too Bulgarian.
I'm too Bulgarian. If they had a Bulgarian... Oh, that's a 4-in-1.
Dude.
It's 4 Asian pears.
I'm intrigued.
All right, let's grab this before somebody else does.
100%.
All right, I'm grabbing it.
Take it.
So when you're looking at it, you want to get one that has a nice thick trunk. The thicker the better. It's going to grow faster. And you do want it to have some good roots. The other thing I looked at when I chose them is to make sure that they didn't have a bunch of broken branches. Mm-hmm. Other than that, you're pretty much good, I think. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think?
I say get the thickest one that has the best structure, because like when you look at a
especially on a multi.
Yeah, exactly. When you look at a graft, you want to say, okay, here's a graft right here.
Yeah.
Here's one here, and then the top graft is right here. Right. So the structure is good because this one's going.
You don't want them all going the same way.
North, east, west, and then this one's going straight up vertical.
This is gonna be a hard one to choose.
So that's quite a nice one, I think.
All right, so we're getting one of these, and what about the other 2?
That's the question. Oh, Jacques, I might be getting a cherry.
Oh, actually, I've heard that they've had low chill cherries.
I might be getting a cherry, guys. Let's take a peek at the selection. So I've heard of the Mini Royal before, but I'm
2 to 300 chill.
It's pretty good. Early season.
Does it self-pollinate?
So this is a medium-sized red with good flavor. So that's Mini Royal, right?
Looks like there's another couple over there.
We've got Royal Lee right here. This is mid. So another thing that people, I think, when you get into orcharding, and maybe something that you consider as your orchard expands, Jacques, is stacking dates, right?
Right.
So if you look at the mini Royal, you've got a very early season on that one. That's what that says right there. So if I was really obsessed with cherries, I might go then Royal Lee, early mid. And then I might try to find a late season cherry, which I'm not sure that they have here, but you can see my point. You'd be staggering it over the course of the...
So you get cherries throughout the year. Instead of
and then
one
you keep these all really low. Okay, I'm getting a true pear. Oh, but cherry.
Oh, God. Well, you got space. You still have space.
Grab a cherry. Grab a
All right,
cherry.
which one?
Well, actually, first dilemma. Do we go the Florida Home pear?
Does it need to?
Or do we go
Does it
the
say?
Hood European pear? This is a very low
It says
chilling.
partly self-fruitful on this one.
Does it?
Does that one say anything?
On Florida Home?
Yeah.
Oh, because this says interfruitful with Florida Home. So it's almost a combo. So
feel like
we
you might
could
need
do
to-
the old Tom Spellman 2-in-1.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just do the 2-in-1.
All right.
Let's
I
just
might need
get-
to do a 2-in-1 too.
Let's just get the best of each one. Let's just get the best of each we can
All
find.
right. So, like, look at this. I probably wouldn't take that one because look how weirdly out it is.
You're gonna have to angle that planting a
Yeah.
bit.
But
I mean, they're all grafted, right?
yeah,
And
but
these
that
are
one's
all-
like, eh.
This is really grafted. But then look at the structure, right? This is decent structure on this one.
So
but
that
this
one's
is
like a
longer.
whip.
This is longer, you know?
And then this one has more branching.
That one
So
has,
what do you want?
and that's low branching too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm. The only interesting thing about this is the double
Yeah,
top
it's a little bit
here.
weird
It's a
there.
little bit awkward to have 3 coming up straight like this.
That's true.
You'd probably have to take one of those out. Man,
Well,
decisions.
There's a whole nother pile back there. Start digging. All right, 3. Now we
3?
need persimmons and
now
a
we need,
cherry.
Now we need 2 persimmons and a cherry, right?
One cherry?
Why not 2? How to go bankrupt at the nursery. Hey, look at this. This is interesting.
They got a little chill map.
It gives you a chill map of the county. So take a look. As you go more east in San Diego, you get more chill hours. As you go more coastal, you obviously get less. I'm not going to say exactly where the Epic Homestead is, but we're somewhere on this coast. And it looks like in the 100 to 400-ish range, we should be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we're on the higher end, or like not on the low end at least.
We got some cold ass temps this year. 31, 30 degrees.
I got frost, so
Yeah. Okay.
still recovering.
Royal Crimson. Self-fruitful low chill.
I mean, that's all you need to know, right?
I heard everything I needed to hear here. So this won't produce until next year.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, let's find the best Royal Crim. Structure on these is a little,
There's not that many to choose. Is it Royal Lee? Oh, no, that's different.
yeah, that's different. There's only 2
There's only
Royal
2?
Crimsons, yeah.
Well, that's how you know it's good.
Problem is these are really tall with not a lot of branching on them.
I guess they're just whips then. You have to set them up yourself.
Prune them.
I don't know. They're all
If it-
pretty much the same to me.
So explain a whip to people.
A whip is where it's just like a long stick.
Yeah.
So then at that point, you pretty much have control of how to shape it.
Yeah.
You have to decide.
So what I would do, I think, is probably cut it right there.
Go low?
Yeah, I'd go low, and because this is gonna be in the backyard.
That's
so I'd
true.
cut low, force branching in year 1.
Yeah.
And then shape that
Start
branching
shaping
into
it
a
out.
nice vase. So this all would go.
Yeah. So you don't really care if it's
so,
tall.
So who cares if it's tall? You kind of want like perhaps a dense stem.
Yeah. Nice
So
like
maybe
shape
something
on it.
like this.
That
It's
one's
decent.
probably like the thickest. They're pretty close.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
Nice.
that.
Ooh, a lot of roots.
So we only
Wow.
need 1 cherry.
That's a lot of trees.
Did we get the persimmons in there or no?
No.
Okay. So we're gonna get the coffee cake for sure. And they're only in this.
There's this
Oh,
one too.
this
There's a
too.
lot to choose.
Okay.
Off the bat, maybe that's the thickest or that one.
The one you just touched, this one's really solid, I think.
That one?
Good, really good structure on that, I
Yeah.
think.
It already has some nice
Low
little branches.
branching, yeah.
So you don't
yeah.
have to do much here.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's grab that. Let's grab that, and then I'll come over here on the. I don't think I want a giant. So I think when you want that, you just want the thickest stem, right? I mean,
Yeah. After that,
I could see
there's not much to
logic for
choose.
maybe a thin one, so it's has to establish less, but not really. The amazing Walter team is packing up, and Jacques is being drawn.
Wow. That's like the biggest staghorn fern, I think.
I've
right?
ever seen.
I
Yeah,
wonder if those are for sale.
I think they are.
Oh,
The
we'll see a
question
little
is,
red. I'm a little scared.
How much is it?
That's got to be 1,000 or something.
What do you think?
I'm gonna say 600.
I think red means don't
Red's,
even
yeah,
ask.
if you have to ask.
Well, I'll tell you this: the last time I looked and asked, it was $2,500 for one of those.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So that was way off.
Hold on.
It's too rich for my blood.
Look how big it is.
Yeah, that is wild.
It's just so big. All right, Jacques.
Load it up.
Ooh, boy. Bunch of sticks in the
A
car.
lot of sticks in there.
Honestly, without the labels, be in a bad way.
Couple bonuses here, maybe a secret, or do you want to reveal?
Oh, no, let's reveal it. Let's reveal it. We got some Humulus lupulus Centennial Pot. No, it's actually just hops. It's hops. And I got some bare root blackberries. Never messed around with those before. We've loaded up the Epic Mobile. It's time to go home. We're back, Jacques. We are back.
A lot of trees.
A lot of trees. They wrapped them up in some bags with some dust. Not bad, but what we need to do is go out and see where we're actually going to put these. So idea number one is walking down the path that Jacques built. We've got this little area here, Jacques, and I think it would be interesting because you have a built-in high point.
Yep.
Then again, hops, they want to grow like 20 feet tall,
it's
but
not quite 20, but
it's what we can do, guys. So the idea is to put one hop on the corner,
Somewhere
one in
there?
the center, yeah, and then one on the edge, and maybe just have them kind of coming up this way. And I don't know, shading out the greenhouse a little bit in the
apparently
hottest parts
you
of the
said
day.
they don't really like leaf out a lot, right?
No, they're
so it
very
shouldn't be
much
a problem.
a vining or binding, really is the word, plant.
Right.
Okay.
That'll be cool.
That's
Okay.
hops. Now this is my little magic spot.
Right here?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you remember, this was, what was here? It's traumatic.
An herb bed? Like
For the
round
fourth, the fourth time. So the herb bed is no longer here. The asparagus is here, but I don't know, even that could be moved in theory. But the idea is, take a look. Remember our trauma? Our mosquito trauma?
Oh, yeah, I do.
So, guys, we we were complaining about mosquitoes all season. We forgot that this gutter, we did not drain it
No.
the whole season.
The whole season. It was a swamp up there.
And Jacques, actually, we were in the greenhouse. I think it was this tray that was right there.
Yeah.
He looks at the tray, and what did you see?
It was moving.
Yeah, the tray
was
was
swimming.
the tray was jiggling. The tray was jiggling. So here's my idea, Jacques. We'll actually cut in to the gutter. We'll actually pipe the gutter down. You have a nice lean-to roof, right?
Plenty
and
of
then
water.
we'll come down here, much like you just did with your greenhouse.
Yep.
And we'll cut a trench down, and we'll maybe just do some sort of like S-style swale, and we'll do like a 2-in-1 pear. We'll do the Asian pear. We'll do the cherry, and we'll do
like a full mini orchard back
a
here.
mini orchard. Yeah,
That's
a
cool.
mini
I like that.
more bespoke orchard.
Yeah.
And then think about it, like when you're looking this way, this isn't blocking anything. This will block
Right.
nothing at all for many years. Even this area might get a little
Most
bit
of the
blocked.
shadow is going to go this way.
Most of it.
So-
yeah, especially in the winter. And so it blocks nothing. And if you think about standing over there and looking this way, it does block this corner, which frankly,
It's fine. Maybe
that's
good.
fine. That might be a good thing.
And also it's going to add some like height and texture back here as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
That's
and
gonna
that's
be really
that's
cool.
what our area is totally missing. And you can see the royal apricot. It's not blooming right now, or it's not leafing, but when that is, you guys remember that texture is just amazing. Then we have the front of the garden that, frankly, Jacques, we could have put 200 trees still.
You can put all of them out here if
We
you
could have
want.
put them all out here, but I don't think we will. I think maybe the only thing I could see is coming over to the very end here, maybe putting the cherry there, or maybe putting the double persimmon there.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really sure. And the reason
Actually.
why is because in a perfect world, we're going to extend our gray water system all the way out to here. Then both of these sides of the trench will be fully utilized.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that's a good idea. And
Right.
also, apparently the persimmons require nothing. So maybe
Yeah.
out here is perfect.
Yeah, Jacques' been reading some top secret tomes of knowledge. We might share the book, we might not, but it has a ton of info on
Yeah.
orchard care. And even this guy who's like an expert, what's his name?
Oren.
Oren.
Forgot his first name.
Even Oren, who has like intricate details of how to
Oh, yeah.
prune, how to grow, how to this. What did he say for persimmon?
He was like, put it in the ground, water it first year, and you're good.
Yeah.
That's it. He's
So
like,
if an
neglect,
expert
it's
says
fine.
that, then I think we're probably good. So hopefully you enjoyed this Off the Stead episode. We'll be planting them pretty soon with none other than Tom Spellman himself of Dave Wilson Nursery on the main channel. So subscribe if for some reason on earth you're not subscribed to Epic Gardening. Good luck in the garden and keep on growing.